Hi guys, today we are reviewing the rather rare Accurist MS516 Retrograde Dual Time Watch. In the review we'll be going through the style, features as well as dimensions. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, this is a square stainless steel watch. We've got very highly polished stainless steel case which goes around the sides with a slight curve in it. You've got a stainless steel crown on the other side. We have a black leather strap with black stitching. You've got a couple of retainers. You've got one retainer which is movable and one which is fixed in place, built into the strap. You've got a nice chrome finished buckle. It tells us on the inside of the strap that it's genuine leather, and on this side it tells us that it's an Accurist, so it's an original strap with the watch. You've got quite a few adjustment points as always. So the back of the watch is a push on back, just pushes into place. It is a 30 meters water resistant watch, but that really is only sort of splash proof as such. It's not really a swimming watch. It just means if it rains you're not going to get too much problem with the watch if it gets a little bit wet. If we come around to the face of the watch, I said the face of the watch is curved, as is the rest of the watch. You've got a slight arc shape to it. It's a sort of a rectangular shape, so it's not square. It's longer in the face in height than it is in width. You've got a curved top to the watch and bottom, so there's no bezel. Obviously it's a square watch, but it's got a nice curved feature to it. If we look at the face of this watch, we've got this beautiful black sort of Art Deco style face. At the very edge, on the outer rim, we've got sort of a fluted type effect. So it doesn't actually count the minutes, it's just a fluted effect. You've got hour markers which are sort of pointed at the top. Then with those you've got a white marker at the end of the hour markers, and the white markers go into this sort of railway effect that you sometimes see on these old-fashioned styled or retro style watches. This goes around the whole face of the watch, this little railroad. You've got the date window at the top, so you've got black numbers on a white background. So you've got a 12 o'clock position, it's got a slightly wider marker with luminous paint on either side. So the drop down markers on each of the other hour markers have also got luminous paint in. You've got chrome hands, sort of like the hollow hands, but you've got luminous paint at the tip of the hour and minute hand. And the second hand, as you can see, is all red with no luminous paint in it. But at the bottom, we've then got a sort of a sub-dial. So you've got this big arc which goes from 0 to 24, and the words retrograde in it. There's another hand, which is sort of a chrome hand with a red tip. This is your dual time hand. So to read the dual time, you've got the normal hands, obviously on the watch face, which is your hours and minutes, counting the time of your local time zone. And down the bottom, you've got a second hand. Now, if you go on a flight somewhere, you go on holiday, you would set your bottom hand to where you come from, so your home country. So say you'd set that to 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you'll go into another country, and in the other country you would set the main hands to the country you're in at the time, but it'd always remember where you came from and the time of the place that you're home, if you're calling somebody home, things like that. So that's the idea of a dual time watch, is that you can read 2 times at once. Setting the dual time is fairly simple. Most watches that have dual time, or some watches that have dual time, have like another crown or another pusher somewhere, or sometimes they have a double position to the crown. This one's quite straightforward, it's very clever. The crown pulls out to first position, so it pulls out one position. If you turn the crown downwards, so that's clockwise, it adjusts the date at the top. If you turn it the other way, so you go upwards, anti-clockwise, it then adjusts the hand at the bottom for your dual time. And the nice thing is it springs around. When you get to the 24, pop straight across. So I'll show you that again. So you go around, find the time you want to set it at and just leave it, push it in. Or, as I say, keep all the way to the end to 24, turn it one more time, ping, goes all the way back again. So it's a very easy and clever way of setting the dual time on the watch. So if we come to the sizes, the watch face, which is going across the width, is 25 millimeters. The case size is 34 millimeters. That's again going across the width. With the crown, that works out at 36 millimeters. The strap, the leather strap, is 22 millimeters across. And the watch thickness or depth from front to back, even with the curve in it, it is only 11mm front to back. It is an all stainless steel watch and case, but with a leather strap, so the weight only works out at 61 grams. But again, with a lot of these watches where you've got a leather strap and metal case, it's very, very comfortable to wear. So when it's on the wrist, all the weight is in the watch and that balances onto your wrist quite nicely. So overall, it's a really nice watch. It's a nice retro, said to me, sort of an Art Deco-y type style. Very fashionable, I think. Very rare. I've not seen any of these anywhere else. I've only found this one. I've looked for retrograde watches. There are other retrograde watches in the Accurist range, but just not this one. They're normally round models. There's a 518, I believe. So this is a 516, but I've never seen this in the square style. So Craig, I know you'll be watching. I know you love your Accurist watches. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell you where to get one of these from. This one I found, as always, second hand. If you can see one somewhere else, then obviously get it if you can, but I don't think you'll see many of these around. But overall, though, it's still a very nice watch. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the review. If you do, please hit the like button down below. Please think about subscribing and hitting the notification bell to be notified when I upload the next load of videos. Thanks again. Bye bye.